Isn't that crazy?
Wow, what are they feeding you guys
I
out
know.
there for to get that height, the
Corn,
jaw,
baby.
and the face? Wow, so
They sell you this, promising you can get it, when the biological reality for most adults is closer to this. Some guys think they'll magically grow their jaw after puberty. Some think chewing gum will turn them into Henry Cavill. And others blame genetics without knowing what that actually means. But here's the ugly truth. Your jawline doesn't stop growing at 25. It stops growing earlier, between 17 and 21 for most people. And after that, you're not growing. You're slowly regressing and remodeling. So, if you are over 25, let me deliver the news. The bone that defines the shape and projection of your jaw, the actual mandible, is scientifically speaking, done growing. Finished. You've been chasing a dream based on a developmental window that slammed shut years ago. Let's first clarify the biggest misconception. When people talk about jawline growth, they are mixing two completely different things: skeletal growth and muscular definition. Skeletal growth is the actual mandible getting bigger, longer, and projecting further. This is the structural foundation. Muscular definition is the mass and tone of the masseter muscle and reduction of submental fat. You've probably heard the myth that your jawline fully develops at 25. Yeah. No. People confuse bone growth with bone remodeling. Growth means increasing the size of the bone. Remodeling means changing the shape and density of the bone. Remodeling continues in your 20s, but growth doesn't. So, that fantasy of your adult jawline popping at 25, that's not biology. That's just wishful thinking mixed with fat loss, testosterone peaks, and better lighting. Your jaw is not one solid bone that magically expands. It's a living, remodeling tissue with one specific temporary growth center. Your jaw doesn't grow from the chin or the sides. It grows from a tiny, powerful area at the top called the condylar cartilage. This is the only site for endochondral ossification in your entire jaw. This is your jaw's version of a growth plate. So, at the condyle, a layer of cartilage cells called chondrocytes sit like a growth plate. Under the influence of hormonal signals, G, H, IGF-1, thyroid hormone, and most importantly, testosterone and estrogen. These chondrocytes proliferate madly, die, and leave behind a scaffold that gets mineralized into new bone. This pushes your entire jaw forward and down. The final shape of the gonial angle is largely set when the forces acting on the jaw stabilize in early childhood. This process is not indefinite. It's on a timer. The condylar cartilage isn't like the epiphyseal plates in your long bones if you watched my video on height growth. It does not fuse completely in a visible line. Think of it like this. The lively dividing stem cell-like chondrocytes of your youth differentiate, then retire. That means they stop responding to growth signals. By around age 20 in females and 23 in males, the directional growth is mostly complete. The growth you might hear about until 25 is just a whisper. The last bits of density filling in. The architectural blueprint is locked. After 25, the hormonal environment starts shifting. Your growth hormone and IGF-1 levels naturally plummet to a fraction of their peak. Your sex hormones stabilize, then begin their very slow decline. The anabolic build signal is replaced by a lifelong balance of osteoblastic and osteoclastic activity. This is remodeling, not growth. Everything after, maintenance mode. I was looking at some orthodontic studies, and for most people, the mandibular angle measurement achieves 95% of its adult size by age 20 to 22. By 25, we are actively dealing with micro-remodeling only, not macro growth. The real structural factor in a great jawline isn't just the mandible, it's the bone above it, the maxilla. A naturally sharp jawline isn't just a big mandible, it's a forward projected maxilla. When the maxilla grows forward and upward during development, it creates a tight, high-tension, subcutaneous tissue scaffold. The forward position naturally tucks the soft tissues of the throat under the mandible, creating that perfect, sharp cervicomental angle. Can you grow it through mewing? The reason mewing has such a high impact on children is because their sutures are still pliable. After puberty, these sutures are fused. Your tongue pressure is now primarily maintaining muscle tone, not fundamentally shifting the rigid bone of the adult maxilla. It is literally too strong to move non-surgically. You might be thinking, So, if the bone's shape isn't growing, why does your face look different, often worse? That's because you're seeing the pillars of decline. Before we talk about regression, let's first look at testosterone's switch. Most guys think testosterone keeps their jaw growing, but that's only true during puberty. During puberty, when hormone-driven transformations are occurring, testosterone enlarges the mandible, DHT sharpens the chin, the ramus shoots upward, the jaw angle sharpens, and the face looks more masculine and loses that neotonous look. Testosterone is an architect in your teenage years, but after 21, it moves to maintenance. It can keep your body fat lower, preserve bone density, keep your face tighter, and help your masseters stay active. But it cannot grow new bone, widen the mandible, change your gonial angle, or make your chin bigger. So, when guys raise testosterone and feel their jawline get sharper, what's actually happening is less water, less fat, more muscle tension, and lower inflammation. Your jaw didn't grow. It finally got the chance to show itself. Let's now go back to the jaw deterioration. Even tiny losses soften your jawline. Bone is dynamic. Without the anabolic drive of youth and under mechanical disuse, the mandible undergoes disuse atrophy and age-related resorption, and it doesn't resorb evenly. Landmark studies by dental researchers like Mercier et al. Show a predictable pattern. The ramus gets slightly shorter, the gonial angle becomes more obtuse, and the alveolar process can resorb, especially if you lose teeth. This isn't your jaw shrinking inward, it's shrinking backward and downward. The chin point may actually appear to recede because the supporting structure behind it is eroding. The soft tissue also begins to change. With age, the deep structural fat pads in your cheeks atrophy and descend. Meanwhile, the superficial fat layer under the chin and along the jawline often hypertrophies or becomes more prominent due to loss of support. It's a double whammy, loss where you want volume, gain where you don't. I also think we need to talk about posture. When your head juts forward, the center of gravity shifts. To compensate, the muscles in the back of your neck tighten, and the hyoid muscles relax. This relaxation allows the skin and submental fat to drape forward and downward, creating the appearance of a soft, non-existent jawline, even if you are lean. Add chronic mouth breathing, and you lose the gentle, constant up and in pressure from the tongue on the palate, which, over decades, can contribute to dental arch narrowing and retrognathia appearance in adults, though not actual bone growth. Despair is not an option. Acceptance of the immutable facts is step 1. Step 2 is optimization of every variable still in play. Your structural ceiling is set, but your definition ceiling is still high. I wanted this video to focus on jaw growth. I am already working on the next video on the jawline protocol tiered by evidence. Subscribe so you don't miss it, and let me know what I missed in the comments, and what facial feature you want me to break down next. The dream of significantly altering your skeletal structure after puberty with exercises, gadgets, or tongue posture is a biological fantasy. It contradicts established principles of skeletal maturation and endocrinology. Thanks for watching.